This is my presentation for the course that we just did, and I titled my course Friendship, a Therapeutic Treatment for Long Life, and it is by Ruben P. Boyer for Egler Graduate School. Content of my presentation, we have an introduction, what is friendship, types of friendships, therapeutic healing, the downside of friendships, and something to remember. So introduction, this is a fulfillment of course number 541-3, Foundation of Adrian Psychology. It is Unit 6, Adrian Psychology on Friendship, Groups, and Social Processes. What is friendship? It is a culmination of human happiness. It is an action and reaction. It involves affection recognized by both parties. It arises from different reasons because there are different objects of love. And those objects of love are utility, pleasure, and good of the other. In any relationship that we found, we do it for conviviality. We do it for the help of others. We do it so that the other people who are in this relationship will benefit from it. So what are the types of friendship? Friendship of utility. This involves individuals become friends because they are useful to each other. In any relationship or in a friendship, if you are not useful to the friendship, it cannot be preserved. If somebody in the friendship feels that somebody is cheating or doing something unnormal or abnormal about the relationship, they cannot go ahead with it. So friendship of pleasure. One may be friends because they provide pleasure for each other. The second thing is friendship is based on pleasure, can be quickly made and quickly ended. If we have just a relationship based on pleasure of what we're going to get from it, it can be quickly made and it can also be quickly dissolved. True friendship involves not only commitment, but also concern. Each person involved in a relationship got to be concerned about each other. It's not just about only the commitment that you put into the relationship or to the friendship, but it got to be concerned. The essence of true friendship is empathy. Empathy is a whole thing about that holds relationship together. If you do not have empathy with somebody, you cannot be in friendship with that person. In a friendship, there must be mutual respect. The two people who are involved in this friendship must mutually respect each other. Friendship is therapeutic healing. I'm titling this as a therapeutic healing, and in the next two slides, we'll see what I'm calling it therapeutic. For instance, study shows that people without friendship or social and spiritual support are 7 times more likely to die within 6 months after a surgery is done. Okay. Another thing about this friendship is, friendship being therapeutic, is that its intimacy is seemingly important to health as both a preventative of illness and healing power. If in any intimacy, and as we'll find out later on, it helps to prevent us from for sicknesses, and it also helps us as a healing power. A study of 254 men showed that those who had limited love and support had twice as many ulcers as those who are cherished and loved. Those who say their wives do not love them have 3 times as many ulcers. Another study of 12,000 people, 12,000 Japanese living in Japan, Honolulu, and San Francisco showed an increase of heart diseases the closer these people live along the US mainland. What this means is that people in Japan, because of their connectivity with people and because of the relationship they have with people, when they even get when they get sick, they do not have heart diseases as compared to the same people who live on the US mainland. Those who saw themselves as lonely, isolated, socially disconnected, and lacking in family and friendship relationships are 2 to 3 times more likely to die prematurely. The risk of premature death among men in Sweden were 4 times higher among those in affected unaffiliated. If people who, like in Sweden, those people who didn't have any relationship with people, who didn't have any connectedness with any other person, they stand a chance of dying sooner than those who have connection with those people. The church who reach out to others and perceive themselves to be surrounded by loving friends decrease their likelihood of dying prematurely by 1/2. Again, people in church in Holland, they who are connected to other people or who are surrounded by loving people and friends, their death rate is reduced by 1/2. Intimacy can be perceived as extremely threatening. This is a side effect or the demerits of friendship. In any intimacy, there will always be some perceived threats. For example, being intimate may lead to hurt. You are so much in love with somebody, you are so much connected to somebody, but then because of that connectedness, you're so glued to the person, and then when the person leaves you, or you just say, "Okay, I'm off with this relationship. I cannot go further with the relationship," it will lead to hurting you so much that you will die also. People in intimate relationship are not open. Sometimes you find people who are in intimate relationship, they are not open to their friends, to their partner, to tell them the truth, which means, or which is also the problem, because if you are having something and you're hiding from your partner, you are not telling your partners, it becomes a problem that you will never be able to relate to your partners as much as possible. We must have the courage to commit ourselves to our own welfare. You go into a relationship and you have to go in with your own welfare in mind. What would it benefit me? How would it be good to me? The right path to a genuine friendship or intimacy is grouped as follows. For example, you need commitment. Okay, you got to be committed to that relationship, to that friendship. The second point is if commitment or in a relationship, there must be trust. If there's no trust, there can never be any relationship. There are also vulnerability. People come into the relationship who are vulnerable to a lot of things. For example, somebody who is not trustworthy, or somebody who comes in and put a whole relationship or put a whole heart into something, there will be some vulnerability. And it also leads to intimacy. Okay. So and then the end result is that all of these things, commitment, trustworthiness, vulnerability, intimacy, actually lead to good health. But we can also look at the downside of the same thing I just told you about. For example, in a relationship where there is fear, there are no commitment, there's mistrust and hostility, there's close off. You always don't tell your friend whatever the case may be, and people feel isolated. The problem, the resulting force is there'll be premature death. So you need to remember that a therapist is just a paid person. He's not your friend. So a therapist can never substitute the role of your friend. So in order to be healthy, in order for you to live long, you have to have a true friend, and not just a therapist who comes to you and say, "Oh, I know you got this problem, or we can do it this way, and this is the way forward." You always need to have a true friend who will support you. The most powerful progress of awareness of wholeness lies in a true friend. Again, the most powerful progress of awareness lies in a true friend. You got to have a true friend. You know your friend will be there with you whenever you have a problem, whenever you want you to help you, or whatever you want to say, he will always be there. Your life is in your hands. This is one of the most important things I want you to take home. Whatever you do, your life is in your hands. You take charge of it and you take control of your life. My reference is from Langdon G.W. 2003, and it's from Friendship, is from the Journal of Individual Psychology, volume 59, number 2, the summer of 2003, and it's published by the University of Texas Press. Thank you for listening to me, and see you later.